and welcome back to the Swamp Cove Park. A park that is yet completed. I mean, look at all the balloons going upwards to the sky. Yeah, we've completed this park, but we're not done with it. Oh no. Now there's still some work that we need to do right over here. And that is the challenge that a long time ago I set myself to make 3 synchronous coasters with a 10 plus in the ratings each. Now, we have some space here. I'll go ahead and immediately say that it's not the best amount of space that we have. In fact, it's rather tight, but we can build like over this area, over here, and somewhat over here. So I think that we should have enough space really, but in the end, yeah, the conditions aren't optimal in terms of space. They are, however, in terms of cash, because we got 20 grand and we can take out loan if we want to. So yeah, these conditions are a lot better, but well, there's only one way to find out really if I am able to beat my own challenge. And that is by doing it. Now, before we set off really, I am gonna try and see if I can do some scenery as well afterwards, you know, make a nice time lapse of it. So what I really do want is scenery and theming. So that once I'm finished with the coasters, then I can, you know, beautify the park a little bit. So, with that said, well, I hope they'll enjoy the music, and I hope that I will be able to live up to my challenge. So, here it goes. here with one hell of a coaster, I might say. Truly one of the longest builds I've ever done. Even the one in Funtopia didn't come close to the complexness of this build. But we did pull it off. However, I don't know how much I will cut from it, but I've been playing for 4 hours straight. So yeah, I am gonna make some cuts here and there. And most likely the fine-tuning, as that's really horrible to watch. But it did lead to some very, very good results. One that are pretty, well, you know, good and an accomplishment, I might say. Because I am proud to present to you our latest 3 coasters. Dapper, Dauntless and Viger. I mean, cool 3 names, right? But hey, you want to know the ratings? Well, before I give you those, let's just follow these 2 or 3 trains here and see how well they stay together. Now, I'll quickly admit that it isn't completely perfect, but so far so good, right? I mean, they stay close to each other pretty well, even through here. But it's over here where it does go a little bit alright. Not too bad though, but they don't stay like perfectly together. Now over here it's meant to be that they not stay together, but as you can see there's a little bit of time difference for each train. It's not too bad though. You see, one's a little bit ahead, the other 2 stay reasonably well together. And then the next part. Now I must admit that right now they'll go underground, and this is more or less where the synchronized part ends. Because yeah, most of the trains are in the underground, and you can see that, yes, he is like one first, then the other, and then the second one. And yeah, I tried, but it's really hard to keep them synchronized at this part. Not because the track is so difficult to work with, but for having these coasters, this type of coasters stay synchronized, we were kind of missing a very important piece, and that is the booster piece. Yep, this coaster does not have it. So the fact that they stay so well together up till the point where they go to the underground, I think is a remarkable achievement. Now, of course, all you want to know is the ratings, right? So, Dauntless, Viger and Dapper. I mean, to be honest, I did have a bit of trouble finding a name, but I totally borrowed this from FX channel. Anywho, the ratings, right? Viger, 10.06. Very, very high, I might add. 10.13 for Dauntless, also very high. And then there is Dapper, 10.23. Now, I think that I pretty much, you know, completed my own challenge. I have built 3 synchronized coasters that have 10 or higher excitement rating. Granted, it's a bit close, but coming above 10 with the ratings is so incredibly difficult, you just don't want to know. And then having them stay synchronized, you gotta make compromises to the track design. But all in all, I think that this is an absolutely amazing piece of work. Now, I have done a little bit of scenery, because it was kind of required to boost up the ratings of 2 of these coasters, as they were like 9.99 and 9.90, I believe. So yeah, I did, but I mean, the scenery that I did was just smacking trees around, dumping fountains in the water, and yeah, see what happens really. So in terms of that, not much, but in terms of the coaster, wow, just wow. That's all I can say. So I hope you enjoyed this time lapse, and I hope you will join me for the next park, which, from what I've heard, is quite a challenge. So, see you then.